There once lived a girl who decided to live in the world on her own terms. So she set out of her home. But the first advice that she got from people was to build a home for herself. And that's what she did. She put together a few resources and built a little home for herself. And she carried her objects, whatever little knickknacks and personal belongings she had, and she decorated her house to the best of her ability. She took a walk around her new home and she realized that her house is very bare. It's very, very basic, nothing extraordinary in her home. She is happy there, but maybe her guests would not be as happy. Well, there's a table, a chair, a cupboard, a few knickknacks around the house, a photograph on the wall, some books on the shelf, but maybe her guests would want something more. So she said, well, to fill up my house, I need more relics. I need more knickknacks. So she locked up her house and she left her home to travel across the world, visiting different countries, cities, villages and towns, meeting different kinds of people, small people, big people, little people, men, women and the others. And she traveled all across, gathering relics from their lives and sharing some of her personal gifts with them. And as she traveled across the world, she dropped her pin everywhere, meeting different kinds of people, learning different things from them, and putting together certain gifts from their lives. She gathered all of them and now her bag was full. So she looked at herself and said, what do I do with all of this? I need a place to put them. That's when she remembered she had her house, a house that she's not visited in many, many years. So she gathered all her newly found relics and she journeyed back home. Her house had been neglected. She had not visited it in many, many years. Perhaps people came calling, but they didn't find her there. And now she opened the door, she cleaned the cobwebs, she put her knickknacks across, and she was ready to open her new house, a house that she was happy and proud of, to her guests. Hi, my name is Rituparna Ghosh, and this little humble abode, yourstorybag.com, is my little house on the internet. I would like you to come discover all that I do as a storyteller and all that my business, Your Story Bag, does. Come and walk through the pages, read something, hear something, watch something, or ask me for a story, and I would love to share one with you. Remember, I'm a good listener and I love listening to your stories. So as much as I am a storyteller, I love listening to your stories. So go ahead and write to me and let's get started on a new adventure together. And I hope you keep coming back to Your Story Bag to find a new story every now and then, or help me find another person whose story I can add in my story bag. Thank you so much for listening to my story, and thank you so much for visiting my brand new website.